Namaste all. Welcome to our special Republic Day program for VXL by our special guest, Mr. Vishwanath Parasuram. Vishwanath Parasuram is a wonderful vocalist and a Mridangam artist. Vishwanath Patina Solanuna is a child prodigy. I think he has started performing at the age of 10. அப்ப அம்மா பார்வதி பரசுராம் இஸ் த ஃபர்ஸ்ட் குரு. நம்ம எல்லாருக்கும் ரொம்ப தெரியணும் யார்கிட்ட இருந்து கத்துண்டவர் அப்படின்னாக்க டிவி சங்கர நாராயணன். எவ்ரிபடி நோஸ். So he learned it from TV sir also. And நான் பரசுராம் சொல்லிட்டே போறேன். ஏதோ some connection VXL ஓட இருக்கோ. There is a thought coming. Yes. We know Sriram Parasuram, Anuradha Sriram, now Vishwanath Parasuram. இவா ஃபேமிலியோட விஎக்ஸ்எலோட கனெக்ஷன் ஒரு ரிலேஷன்ஷிப் அப்படிங்கிறது ரொம்ப 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 ஆழமானது. ஸோ இன்னைக்கு விஸ்வநாத் நமக்கு என்ன பண்ண போறார்? இஸ் கோயிங் டு பிரசன்ட் லாட்ஸ் அண்ட் லாட்ஸ் ஆஃப் பேட்ரியாட்டிக் சாங் அண்ட் வி ஆல் வுட் லைக் டு நோ இந்த மியூசிக்ல அவர் என்னெல்லாம் பண்றாரு அப்படிங்கிறது தான் இன்னைக்கு நம்ம ஸ்பெஷலா பண்றோம். இன்னைக்கு நம்மளோட யார் இருக்கா? அப்கோர்ஸ் நம்ம டாக்டர் வசுதா பிரகாஷ் இஸ் ஆல்சோ ஹியர். ஸோ ஃபர்ஸ்ட் விஸ்வநாத் என்ன சாங்ல ஆரம்பிக்கிறார் அதை ஃபர்ஸ்ட் கேட்டுட்டு then we will continue the Republic Day journey.
Okay, namaskaram everybody. Pleasure to be here.
Welcome.
As is the tradition, we will start with a song to Lord Ganesha. This is Muthuswami Dikshidhar Kriti in the Raga Navroj and Talam Mishra Chap. The name of the song is Hastivadanaya. Tadana Hastivadanaya Namastubhyam Hastivadanaya Namastubhyam Hataka Maya Mantap Simhasana Stitaya Hastivadanaya Hastikriti Vasanada Rachita Maha Ganapaya Tatsvarupaya Hastikriti Vasanada Rachita Maha Ganapaya Tatsvarupaya Samasta Bhaktanu Graha Samasta Bhaktanu Grahaya Hastivadanaya Kamalotpala Pashashanka Chakrekshu Karmukha Vrikya ಗ್ರಹದ ನಿಜ ವೀಷಣ ಅಮಾತುಲಂಗ ರಯತ್ನ ಕಲಶಧರ ನಕರಾಂಬುಜ ಆಯ ಪದ ಪಂಕಜಾಯ ವಿಮಲಾಯ ವಿಶ್ವೋತ್ಪತ್ತಿ ಸ್ಥಿತಿ ವಿಲಯಾಯ ಕರುಣಾಲಯಾಯ ಹಿಮಾದ್ರಿತನಯಾನನ ಪಂಕಜ ಹಿರಣ್ಯಗರ್ಭಾಯ ಸುಮನಸೆ ಹಿಮಾದ್ರಿತನಯಾನನ ಪಂಕಜ ಹಿರಣ್ಯಗರ್ಭಾಯ ಸುಮನಸೆ ಉಮಾರಮಣ ಕುಮಾರ ಗುರು ಗುಹ ಸಮಾನವರೋಜಸೆ ಮನಸೇ ಸ್ತೀವದ ನಾಯ ಹಿಮಾದ್ರಿತನಯಾನನ ಪಂಕಜ ಹಿರಣ್ಯಗರ್ಭಾಯ ಸುಮನಸೆ ಉಮಾರಮಣ ಕುಮಾರ ಗುರು ಗುಹ ಸಮಾನವರೋಜಸೆ ಮಗಸೆ ಸ್ತೀವದ ನಾಯ
Very, very beautiful beginning to this program, CP. Very nice.
Thank you very much.
Very nice.
So CP, I've known you for the past 35 years at least, and a lot of our ties have been familial, and professionally we've not interacted quite as much. And this semi-professional platform that we are talking about gives me a lot of pleasure. Very happy to have you on this forum, and thank you for agreeing at such short notice as well. And the route was when you sang in a Tarang program a few years ago. That was, according to me, a very successful program, much appreciated by the children, and it left a strong memory for me. And I felt like somewhere CP seems to have left the music in the rush of his career. He should capture it back. So that thought was always there, and I feel that even when I looked at your profile some time back, I saw that you have put educator, musician, and entrepreneur. So I felt that music is largely there in your profile still, and maybe you have the intention of making it larger in your life as well. So as a first question, one of the most inspirational stories that I have been exposed to in my youth was the way your parents had such a vision when they sensed that all of you are talented in music, and that vision played a large role in the direction the music took and your talent of everybody in your family. So can you please talk a little bit about that? And is there a message there for parents of the present generations?
So thank you very much, Vasudha, and namaskaram once again to everybody. It's been a pleasure last time also to perform for Tarang, and I'm very happy to be here once again. I don't perform very often, maybe once or twice a year at maximum, just for the purpose of ensuring that the performance craft stays alive to some extent. That doesn't mean that I am not doing my sadhagam on a regular basis. So music is a very, very critical and important part of me, and it can never be anything less. Whether it's there out in the public or not, it is a very big part of
Second.
Yes, we were extremely blessed with parents who were very insightful, very involved, very committed to their children, my father and my mother. Music is there in the lineage, in the sense that my mother's a very accomplished Carnatic vocalist. She performed in her early ages, and also much later when we kind of grew into artists ourselves, we would accompany her. I would accompany on the mridangam, Sriram would accompany on the violin, Narayan would accompany her on the ghatam. And so apart from the fact that my sister, who's no more, Meenakshi, and my brother Sriram Parshuram, who's of course everybody knows him since,
Renowned, yeah.
persona out there.
Yeah.
Both of them used to do the violin duet, and then I would accompany on the mridangam and Narayan on the ghattam. So this was something that we have performed a lot as children. And but to begin with, these were just outcomes that were not necessarily anticipated or designed for. As far as my parents were concerned, music was just a treasure that the children needed to have. It was not done with an intent of performance, but excellence was always part and parcel of the thought process of my father. Whatever small job, whether it's a question of, if there's a door that is creaking slightly, it would need to be oiled.
Yeah.
If you are turning the pages of a book, you have to turn it with care and respect for that book. So there would be so many different little things which were imbibed in terms of how you pay attention to detail and how you kind of respect everything around you. And in fact, I would. So yes, we grew up in Chembur, in Shell Colony, in a 350 square feet flat. 6 of us and my paternal grandmother, my party, was there with us. And classes we would go to school. You come back, you have classes. Party class will happen, mridangam class will happen, dance class will happen in a less than 75 square feet room. So I don't know how we even managed all that in so little space. But in a way, that concentrated space was also a blessing, because if I'm having if Sriram is having a violin class, I'm listening to the violin in the next room while doing my homework. So all of us are all the time involved in this musical atmosphere that's there. So I think we learned as much from listening as we did from the direct, education that we had from our gurus. And right from the beginning, whether it is Krishnamurti Bhavadar, who was our first vocal guru, V.U. Subramaniam sir, who was my first mridangam guru, then learning under Yella Venkateshwar Rao, and then learning under Sangeeta Kalanidhi K.S. Narayana Swami, and then we had several gurus. Sriram learnt under S.R. Ramakrishna Sharma, then Sangeeta Kalanidhi T. Vishwanathan. So we had a very, very, somehow it just worked. Yeah. I mean, I cannot remember us working hard. I can only remember that we were constantly intense about whatever it is that was happening. A sense of excellence, a sense of passion was imbibed into us by our parents. And more than anything else, I think they committed themselves in such a big way, in a way that when we look at ourselves as parents, that you can't even match a fraction of what they have done, in terms of what they have given. So I think this was, for all of us, it is just nothing but a blessing. I don't think that we have done anything major to deserve it, but we were able to carry it forward. We were able to actually absorb whatever it is that our atmosphere offered us, and each of us chose our own ways. In my case, education, my father is one of the most amazing educators you can ever find, and I always go back and say that at the age of 3 and 4 and 5 we were doing algebra, not knowing that we were doing algebra, because we would just do number games, that while 4 of us would be sleeping in the bed on the tarai in one of the rooms, we will start a number game or we will start a word game after the lights are all out, before you went to sleep. And these things my father would trigger it, and then his intelligence was at a different level when it came to learning. And so you had that also, that you had imbibed from him. And so from having had a more conventional international business career to becoming, slowly metamorphosing into an educator, because I'm not qualified as that. Today, I mean, it's a very different scenario where whether it's a international or a national ICSE conference or CBSE conference, I'm given the respect of having actually done a lot of work in education, specifically in language learning and language acquisition and early childhood learning. But all of these, somewhere or the other, they come not through, I'm not saying that there's no work involved, there's a lot of work involved, but there is also a certain faculties that you're blessed with, that you have maximized at some level. So you can become good in multiple disciplines, you can become intense in multiple disciplines, and that is something that my father has, basically my parents have proved that Sriram can be a IIM graduate, he can be a VJTI graduate, he can be the best violinist, he can be the best vocalist, he can be Hindustani, Carnatic, Western. So when you look at and none of these are jack of all trades. This is like mastering at every level, so it's not as if you're just superficially touching each of these. So when I work on my music, it is not, I always see myself as, am I one of the best singers that I can possibly be, even if I'm singing at home. So that is the ethos, and that is the attitude that's being imbibed, and I think that's beautiful. And I think that once again, I think that it's a possibility that every single person has. This is my father's belief as well. It is simply a question of, do I have the opportunity? Do I have the experience? Do I have the exposure? Then there is no limitation once that is available to you. At VXL, and the work that VXL is doing as far as the children with disabilities, with autism are concerned. I mean, again, it's been education has been such an important element, and that too in an area where there aren't enough specialized knowledgeable services that are available to support these children. And so yeah, I think that it would be good to hear from you also in terms of your own journey as far as VXL is concerned, because that's been from the US to India to Chennai and to setting up centers. I was fortunately just wanted to quickly say, I was in Nashik because we work with tribal schools across Maharashtra, and I went to the VXL center in Nashik. I met
Jayanti
there, and went through the facilities. That I went to one of the centers where the older children were coming, and I met some of the children while they were practicing for Republic Day. So it was really wonderful to visit those centers. So
thank you for taking the time, CP.
It would be good to also hear from you about what the inspiration is, and how the journey has been.
Yes, I'll be happy to. But before that, let us hear another song from you, and children will be very happy to hear another song. Thank you.
Okay. So we paid obeisance to Lord Ganesha. We now, since we just ended the topic on education, I'll sing a song for Lord Saraswati. This is Mama Vadhu Sri Saraswati in the Raga Hindolam, Mysore Vasudevacharya's Kriti. Mama Vadhu Sri Saraswati, Mama Vadhu Sri Saraswati, Mama Vadhu Sri Saraswati, Kama Koti Pitha Nivasini, Mama Vadhu Sri Saraswati, Kama Koti Pitha Nivasini, Mama Vadhu Sri Saraswati, Kama Koti Pitha Nivasini, Mama Vadhu Sri Saraswati. Komaladara Saroja Dritavina, Komaladara Saroja Dritavina, Komaladara Saroja Dritavina, Simmadita Varada Vibhushani, Komaladara Saroja Dritavina, Simhadita Varada Vibhushani, Mama Vadhu Sri Saraswati. राजाधिराज पूजित चरणे राजाधिराजित पूजित चरणे राजीवनयने रमणीय वदने राजाधिराज पूजित चरणे राजीवनयने रमणीय वदने सुजन मनोरथ पूरण चतुर्दश कलशोभित मणिमयहारे सुजन मनोरथ पूरण चतुर्दश कलशोभित मणिमयहारे अजभव वंदित वासुदेव चरणामृत सकल वेद सारे मामवधु श्री सरस्वती कामकोटि पीठ निवासिनी मामवधु श्री सरस्वती
Amazing under this EP. So I'll quickly answer your question and then we'll move to the next question for you and the song. So my journey has been a little bit of in contrast to yours, I can say, because it's been a random journey. It was not so conscious, and my parents gave a very good home and very good ethnic life force, but the search has been completely mine. I floundered through BCom, and then I realized my brain has nothing to do with commerce and numbers, and went into psychology because my family circumstances were such that I had a brother who had a lot of emotional problems. So I went in that path. And when I traveled to Saudi Arabia, again, I got into teaching and education, and that triggered a lot of passion and interest in me. So when we finally moved to the US, I actually went with the intention of getting myself qualified in education. And when I went and enrolled for a doctoral program, I enrolled for a school management, something to do with regular school. It was a call of destiny that a committee of professors called me and said that, yes, that this is interesting, but somehow we feel that you might want to take a few courses in special needs to see if that interests you, because you have in your profile put that you have worked one-on-one with children who have learning problems. And this also happened in Bombay when I was a clinical psychologist. When I was practicing to become a clinical psychologist, I had children who were coming with learning problems. There seemed to be some dots to join over there. So I gave it a shot. I took 2 classes in special needs, and really I found it resonated with me very well. So I continued, I shifted my doctoral studies from management to special needs. And in my statement of purpose, I also wrote that ultimately wanted to work in India. My soul belongs in India. Like for me, my food is India, even my clothes are Indian. I cannot be anything else except Indian at any point. So there was no question of my making my life in America always. So my professor later on said that you're one person, your statement of purpose translated into reality, and that's not very often that happens. Yeah. So that I came back to India and just wanted to start teacher training, but then we started a lab school, and we just answered every need that students and parents had. So they wanted an early intervention, we started that. So every time we had to do what was needed at that particular time. So I think it was largely, I don't think any parent or there was any adult in my life who directed my course. I just responded to whatever came to me, and I made instinctive decisions. And that's why I felt that maybe nobody around here guides me, but definitely there is one guardian angel who's there, who's telling me, okay, I hope it always stays that way. So that's been my journey. And of course, I love music. So to move to the next question, you really shifted careers. You were in Thermax and you were in a very engineering focused, but you changed the direction of your life from coming into Karadi Days and Karadi Path. And when I look at your vast, whatever you have done with your company, you and Shobha, my heart is filled with admiration. So of the products and of the books that you have written, do you have any personal favorites? And for me, the biggest thing you have done is we were all singing Ringa Ringa Roses and teaching only those to our children, all not appropriate at all for our culture. But you created a new genre of music, especially for children, and through Karadi Path, Karadi Rhymes, the Karadi Tales. So please, can you talk more about that and your personal favorites?
So this is a beautiful song which just introduces us to the Sarigama Padanisa in a very beautiful way as a rhyme, as a very simple and beautiful thing that children can sing, and children all over India sing this song. So all of you can actually sing. I will first sing the song line by line, and you can sing after me. I'll give you space to sing in your own homes wherever you are. So this is in Ragam Kalyani or Rag Yaman in Hindustani. Sing the sunflowers, rearing out the red roses. Ga giggle the gulmohars, ma the marigolds. Sa sing the sunflowers, rearing out the red roses. Ga giggle the gulmohars, ma the marigolds. Pop the pretty poppies, da dance the dahlias, nee nod the neem flowers, sa re ga ma pa da ni sa, sa sing the sunflowers, rearing out the red roses, ga giggle the gulmohars, ma the marigolds, pop the pretty poppies, da dance the dahlias, nee nod the neem flowers, sa re ga ma pa da ni sa.
These songs are household favorites.
Yeah.
Every home that has a child, and whenever we are invited for chief guesting and anything, children are always performing to Karadi rhymes. So it's beautiful.
So this transition, basically when we returned from the US, we lived there for about 6-7 years, and when our son Kaushik was 5, we also felt that he should grow up in the Indian cultural atmosphere, and I moved back to Thermax in India because I was handling their matters in the US. But when he turned 5, I told that I want to come back, and we came back. And the thing that we came and found in Pune, where we settled, was that in India we were all going the completely Western way with very little, with our children not really having the cultural ethos that we were all fortunate to have. And one of the things that we also found that the best produced books that were available in India for children were always Western books, and that there was very, very little attention paid to really creating beautiful books for children in India that were of an Indian culture. And that is where the idea of Karadi Tales actually started. And Shobha, being a writer and an educator herself, basically and all of us being musicians, and at that time Narayan and Sriram also, who were in the US, they also returned. Sriram went full stream into music, that is a choice he had made even earlier. Narayan also kind of was veering in that direction with popular music in the Hindi, in the Bombay space. And so there was music, there was the writing and the creativity of Shobha on that front. And so we said, what better way than to kind of marry these two things together, and that's how the idea of audiobooks, which was beautiful stories, very, very well written, very beautifully illustrated, with a lot of background music and narrated by people. Our first narrator being Nasiruddin Shah, then Saeed Jafri, then Girish Karnad, Usha Uttup, Nandita Das, and then Vidya Balan, Sanjay Dutt, and a whole range then just started. So all of us pretty much, as far as Karadi was concerned, we converged around Shobha's core talent, and we added our bits to it. And even in the transition from even Karadi rhymes actually started from a germ of an idea where Shobha had gone to speak at a school, and as she was returning and the classes were returning to normal, she was walking past the corridors, and this is a Chennai hot summer afternoon, and children are singing "Rain, Rain, Go Away, Come On." Yeah. Even if the rain gods were coming, they will be sent away by such songs. Yeah. So she said, we have to make songs that are relevant to us, songs that are culturally, contextually, aesthetically, Indian in nature. And that is where the journey started. We thought it would be a short journey, but then it became a 3-year journey, because we realized that if you really want to make beautiful songs for children which endure and which just become viral, at that time the word viral was not there, but then if they just had to, have a life of their own, you really needed to work very hard at it. And the writing had to be extremely sophisticated in terms of thought, but when it actually comes out, it is super simple. So it's you don't even realize how much you can pack into 6 words, 7 words, 10 words. But then you needed to pack meaning, you need to pack lyricism. And then we also, when we started looking at the music, we realized that we don't want it to be simple. We don't want it to be Jack and Jill. We really want to have our ragas come into play. We really want to have our talas come into play. So, if you look at the kind of sophistication that is there in something, one of the most popular, pretty much the anthem around India is my name is Madhavi, I'm from Alleppey, I speak Malayalam, but I'm just like you. My name is Nattavar, I'm from Srinagar, I speak Kashmiri, but I'm just like you. And in this manner, you take this, you go around India, you kind of have the music of each of these parts, the instruments from each of these parts coming into play. You have the art of each of these parts coming into play. You have the dresses of each of these parts of India coming into play. And then at the same time, you meld it all into the very beautiful concept of unity in diversity. So you show the diversity, and then you say, my name is Bindiya, I'm from India, I speak Hindi, and I'm just like you, and I'm just like you, and I'm just like you. So the writing took a long time, because we know how much dissatisfaction, how many scripts went into the dustbin again and again and again, because something or the other was missing. But that is the intensity that somehow or the other, when you bring to the creative process, and the sense of responsibility that you bring to the creative process, because you look at a child as, you would know this very well, that what happens in those first 10 years has such a huge lifelong impact. So you must value every second that you take of the child. This is the way, I think that, hence you need to, not put the burden, but you need to take the burden of saying that how beautifully can I give it to you? How much can I give you? So even in the music of, my name is Madhavi, we said that, this is a transposed, you can have Kuntalavarali as the ragam. You won't even feel the ragam. But that is what the whole thing is. So you can sing it with Ma as a bass or Sa as a bass. You will get different kinds of a feeling when you do it that way. When you look at the tala structure of it, you will find that the chatushrams, tishrams, kandams, everything coming, and children will rock correctly to the 5-beat, 4-beat, 3-beat. You will have things like Eduppu before the samam, Eduppu on the samam, Eduppu after the samam, and everything. So I do an entire workshop on the music of Karadi rhymes, where I say how much mathematics, how much linguistics is actually embedded in the creation of this, and why it took so long. Because the moment you see the possibility, you want to exploit the possibility. You don't want to leave it. And because we had so much exposure, and we are blessed with a certain intellectual capacity, we are blessed with the exposure that we had as children, we did not want to not use each and everything. Anuradha Sriram was this particular Karadi rhymes is composed by 3 brothers and a violin, which is the 3 of us brothers, and Anuradha Sriram. So actually, My Name is Madhavi was a tune set by Anu, and then we all worked around it and made it. So you bring that, and then you bring Usha Uttup as the singer. So you say that I'm going to give the absolute best of everything that I can possibly give, and then give it to the child. Whether they recognize it, whether the parents recognize or not, does not matter. The whole thing is that you must put, you must give it your all in the creation, and that pretty much, I think, just worked. My Name is Madhavi is probably, if you go to YouTube, you will probably find thousands of videos of people who have performed My Name is Madhavi across the country. You know, it is the most.
It's also fancy dress theme.
Fancy dress. All adults, you know, adults have used My Name is Madhavi, and there's a whole Bharatanatyam dance recital on My Name is. None of it done by us, but you know, people have just taken it, loved it, and done, you know, their own thing with it. So yeah, so the music of Karadi itself is this is not only at Rhymes Ribbon with our first song, the Blue in the story The Blue Jackal with Nasir narrated, when you have something like, you know, O Lord, O Master, we salute you. The ragas are, you know, we work on raga themes for every story. So Narayan does most of the work when it comes to the composition, and we as the elder brothers, we just find fault with it. தாயே யசோதா உந்தன் ஆயர் குலதூதித தாயே யசோதா உந்தன் ஆயர் குலதூதித மாயன் கோபால கிருஷ்ணன் செய்யும் ஜாலத்தை கேளடி தாயே யசோதா உந்தன் ஆயர் குலதூதித மாயன் கோபால கிருஷ்ணன் செய்யும் ஜாலத்தை கேளடி தாயே யசோதா தையலை கேளடியுந்தன் பையனை போலவே தையலை கேளடியுந்தன் பையனை போலவே இந்த வையகத்தில் ஒரு பிள்ளை அம்மம்மா நான் கண்டதில்லை இந்த வையகத்தில் ஒரு பிள்ளை அம்மம்மா நான் கண்டதில்லை தாயே யசோதா உந்தன் ஆயர் குலதூதித மாயன் கோபால கிருஷ்ணன் செய்யும் ஜாலத்தை கேளடி காலினில் சிலம்பு கொஞ்ச கைவளை குலுங்க மூத்து மலைகளய தெருவாசலில் வந்தாடி காலினில் சிலம்பு கொஞ்ச கைவளை குலுங்க மூத்து மலைகள் அசைய தெருவாசலில் வந்தாடி வானோர்கள் எல்லாம் மகிழ வானோர்கள் எல்லாம் மகிழ மானிதர்கள் எல்லாம் புகழ நிலவர்ண கண்ணனிவன் நிர்த்தனமாடினான் பாலன் என்று தவியணைத்தேன் ஏன் பாலன் என்று தவியணைத்தேன் அணைத்த என்னை மலையிட்டவன் போல் வாயில் முத்தமிட்டாண்டி பாலன் என்று தவியணைத்தேன் அணைத்த என்னை மலையிட்டவன் போல் வாயில் முத்தமிட்டாண்டி பாலனல்லடி உன் மகன் ஜலமக செய்ததை நான் 4 பேர்கள் கேட்க சொல்ல நனமாகுதேயடி பாலனல்லடி உன் மகன் ஜலமக செய்ததை நான் நாலு பேர்கள் கேட்க சொல்ல நனமாகு தேயடி தாயே யசோதா உந்தன் ஆயர்குல தூதித்த மாயன் கோபால கிருஷ்ணன் செய்யும் ஜலத்தை கேளடி.
I'd like to also ask you about one question about Karadi Path, and I know the wonderful work, and you've covered like lakhs and lakhs of children across the country with your language program. I've been trying to get something to do with Karadi Path and special needs children, because they also suffer with speech and language. So I want that to happen, and somehow the other, I think the things haven't come together. But can you talk a little bit about what you think about the possibilities of that happening?
The field that you are handling is a highly specialized field in terms of the requirements, and what is the neurology of the children, what are the things that work for them. So in a sense, I would say that everything that we do is substantially holistic. So if we look at something like a reading disability, the medium of an audiobook works very well. So when you have dyslexia, similarly, autistic children respond very well to music, and so you can embed a lot of learning that is there within music, which is something that we do with Karadi Rhymes. But specifically when it comes to language, I would not kind of really comment. I don't have enough knowledge to comment on how it works with, let's say, children with, let's say, a higher level of autism. Whether the principles that we have for the pedagogy of Karadi Path. So just to give you briefly, the pedagogy of Karadi Path is probably the only pedagogy in the world that delivers language proficiency without teaching a single meaning, without teaching a single word, without teaching a single rule of grammar. So the whole idea of Karadi Path is that you should learn language purely through discovery and prediction. So prediction and discovery.
Interesting.
The way that we typically learn our mother tongue is that we guess. There are so many different ways in which communication is happening. Language discovery happens simply in the process of communication and not through a formal instruction of the language itself. And so we believe that that is the fastest, best and most powerful way of language acquisition. And anybody who lives in a very strong language ecosystem will learn that language extremely well, whether they go to school or whether they don't go to school. If I speak English very well around my child will speak very good English. If I speak Tamil very well around my child, the quality of Tamil that I speak is the quality of Tamil that my child will also imbibe. So this natural process is there. To a certain extent, I feel that the methods that we use in terms of using the body, using music, using basically the multiple senses, plus stimulating it through music, through stories, through a lot of different theatre, mime, etc. There's a likelihood that autistic children may also take to it, better than anything else that we are doing. And the other thing which is very strong belief, is the fact that we don't like to break things into parts. It's very different from the Western approach to things. We always think about everything as a unit and a whole. So I really don't want to look at, let's say, understanding, speaking, reading, writing as 4 separate parts of it. Basically, you build everything into everything. The child decides what his or her best journey is, because we are intuitively, each of us is a unique learner, and intuitively we know what is our best path. So if I lay a buffet out for you, you decide whether you want to have ice cream first or soup first. I'm not going to tell you which order you're going to go, but I'm going to provide all those stimuli to you all the time. So your immersion is basically a very, very well organized immersion. What you choose from that immersion is your choice.
Correct.
So something of this nature is likely to work with pretty much the whole world, for that matter. And the child has an innate intelligence, whatever be the nature, even
the disability.
It is only in our definitions that we have given a hierarchy of certain intelligences more than certain other intelligences. So when we look at it with the more Indian worldview or Indian view of life, you will find that this approach actually works for everybody. This is my belief. Okay, I am not validated it adequately in the ecosystem that you are working in, and so it is up to you to actually take a look at it and see how can we actually adapt and adopt.
I would be very eager to take this forward. Maybe we can interact more about it. Yes.
So the pedagogy is amazing in terms of, we say that 1 hour of Karadi Path is equal to 12 to 14 hours of conventional language learning.
Classroom, yeah, teaching.
You know, because that is how strong, that is how vibrant our brain is if you give it nutrition the way you need to give it. Because our pedagogy is so faulty in terms of, no, we have learned our language pedagogy from monolingual societies,
Yes.
which never speak a second language. For them, a second language is an achievement. For
What
us,
a
four
mismatch.
languages, 5 languages.
Yeah.
I mean, you are from Mumbai, so, you know, for us, Tamil, Malayalam, Hindi, Marathi, English, we didn't think about these as achievements, right?
Yes.
So, you know, so that is
So-
what we need to once again come back and say. So there are many, many ways in which this can be adopted.
Yes.
I think it's simply
We
that
can work on it.
not
Yes.
adequately, and we would need to do it. So, I mean, with that little answer, I will sing one song. முருகா முருகா என்றால் உருகாதோ உந்தன் உள்ளம் முருகா முருகா என்றால் உருகாதோ உந்தன் உள்ளம் வருவாய் வருவாய் என்றால் பணியோடு வாராயோ முருகா முருகா என்றால் உருகாதோ உந்தன் உள்ளம் வருவாய் வருவாய் என்றால் பரிவோடு வாராயோ ஓ முருகா முருகா ஒரு கால் உரை செய்தாலும் ஒரு கால் உரை செய்தாலும் உன் பாதம் நினைந்தாலும் ஒரு கால் உரை செய்தாலும் உன் பாதம் நினைந்தாலும் அருளே தந்திடும் கந்தா அருளே தந்திடும் கந்தா அல்லும் பகலும் நான் முருகா முருகா என்றால் அறியாது நான் செய்த பிழையால் நீ வருத்தாயோ அன்பே வடிவம் கொண்ட ஐயா நீ சீனந்தாயோ அறியாது நான் செய்த பிழையால் நீ வருத்தாயோ அன்பே வடிவம் கொண்ட ஐயா நீ சீனந்தாயோ சிறியே என் கூரையெல்லாம் பொறுத்தே அருள் செய்வாய் செந்தில் மாநகர் வாழும் தேவாதி தேவனே முருகா முருகா என்றால் உருகாதோ உந்தன் உள்ளம் வருவாய் வருவாய் என்றால் பரிவோடு வாராயோ ஓ ஓ No, so before we continue, quickly, I mean, a couple of things that I'm curious about is, in terms of the current COVID situation, how have you been coping? How have the children been coping? Because it has had a huge impact on education overall.
Yes,
So
absolutely.
I think that for a normal child to sit at home is painful enough, but for a child with certain disabilities, I am sure that parents and children have probably been struggling even more. This is my guess, but I don't know. But how have you been coping, and what's actually the prognosis, or what do you
What's going to happen
next, and how do you see the situation evolving?
So you're absolutely right. We had Zoom calls with parents, and they were literally crying because the suffering, they were not able to even express how much they struggled through this. And some of the parents got COVID, nobody was allowed to come, the children were with them. And some parents discovered how compassionate their children were. Despite all their challenges, they helped around in the house, took care of them. So we got many sad stories, many moving stories, many stories which made us feel very helpless. So that has been the case. And of course, the fear psychosis has been the overriding emotion everywhere. So although we have, I want to say to whoever is listening that we've started therapeutic services in our center. People can shed their fear. I think that there's no need for fear. There can be caution. You can be safe, but we don't have to be fearful any longer because we kind of have a handle of the whole thing. And VXL has been like sanitized so much that I don't think any germ will dare to come inside any of our premises. So we are like smelling of sanitizers all over the place, and we're keeping social distances. And children are willing to wear masks, and some instinctive level, they know that's what they need to do. So parents don't have to be cooped up any longer. They can start coming. They can come for 2-hour therapies. When we have in every room, we have 1 or 2 children with a therapist, 1 or 2 children with a special educator, music circles with, a lot of distance between the children. So thank you for that question, because I want to convey to everybody that please start coming to the centers. Staff is there, services are there, everything is ready. We just need you to shed your fear and start normalizing your lives now. So that's
You put it rather well, in the sense that respect the virus, don't fear it.
Yeah.
So you don't throw caution to the winds. But I think that what is being lost out of fear is not insignificant.
Yeah.
Even for normal children, this is the conversation that I have with most educators, school heads, and principals, saying that somewhere or the other, we Indians have shown a greater resilience to the virus, partly because we are not over sanitized. And this is an important thing, that when you germs are part of nature. And at some level or the other, your body probably has much more of external organisms than your own, naturally. And so our resilience has been good. At the same time, as we said, do not take things for granted at any point in time. Don't put yourself at risk, but don't halt your lives. I think we have spent a fair amount of time to ensure that we have come to this point, especially in India, and now it is time to actually ensure that some of the things that we have missed, we start recouping, and we start kind of getting ourselves back in that direction. So I'm glad that you are also echoing the
same page
view.
And thanks for reinforcing that. I urge parents to also start coming into the school, and teachers to start coming in. We hope that happens.
So today is Republic Day, and so I extend my wishes to everybody on Republic Day. It's a very important day. It's a very emotional day for all of us. பாருக்குள்ளே நல்ல நாடு, பாருக்குள்ளே நல்ல நாடு, எங்கள் பாரத நாடு. இந்த பாருக்குள்ளே நல்ல நாடு, எங்கள் பாரத நாடு. இந்த பாருக்குள்ளே நல்ல நாடு, எங்கள் பாரத நாடு. இந்த பாருக்குள்ளே நல்ல நாடு. ஞானத்திலே பர மோனத்திலே, ஞானத்திலே பர மோனத்திலே, உயர் மானத்திலே அன்னதானத்திலே, ஞானத்திலே பரமோனத்திலே, உயர் மானத்திலே அன்னதானத்திலே, கானத்திலே கானத்திலே அமுதாக நிறைந்த, கானத்திலே அமுதாக நிறைந்த, கவிதையிலே உயர் நாடு. இந்த பாருக்குள்ளே நல்ல நாடு. தீரத்திலே படை வீரத்திலே, தீரத்திலே படை வீரத்திலே, நெஞ்சில் ஈரத்திலே உபகாரத்திலே, தீரத்திலே படை வீரத்திலே, நெஞ்சில் ஈரத்திலே உபகாரத்திலே, சாரத்திலே சாரத்திலே மிகு சாத்திரம் கண்ட, சாரத்திலே மிகு சாத்திரம் கண்ட, தருவதிலே உயர் நாடு. இந்த பாருக்குள்ளே நல்ல நாடு, எங்கள் பாரத நாடு. இந்த பாருக்குள்ளே நல்ல நாடு. I'll continue with another Bhartiyar song, again a very popular one, Shanti Nilava Vendum. Shanti Nilava Vendum, Engum Shanti Nilava Vendum, Atma Shakti Onga வேண்டும், உலகிலே சாந்தி நிலவ வேண்டும், ஆத்ம சக்தி ஓங்க வேண்டும், உலகிலே சாந்தி நிலவ வேண்டும். காந்தி மகாத்மா கட்டளை அதுவே, காந்தி மகாத்மா கட்டளை அதுவே, கருணை ஒற்றுமை கதிரொளி பரவி சாந்தி நிலவ வேண்டும், ஆத்ம சக்தி ஓங்க வேண்டும், உலகிலே சாந்தி நிலவ வேண்டும். கருணை செய்தியோர் மணமகள் பிறந்த நற்குணமது புகழ்த்திடுவோம், மடமையச்சம் மறுப்போம், மக்களின் மாசில்லா நல்லொருக்கம் வளர்ப்போம், திடம் தரும் அகிம்சா யோகினம் தந்தை ஆத்மானந்தம் பெறவே, கடமை மறவோம் அவர் கடன் தீர்ப்போம், கலங்கமில் அலர் வளர்ப்போம், எங்கும் சாந்தி நிலவ வேண்டும், ஆத்ம சக்தி ஓங்க வேண்டும், உலகிலே சாந்தி நிலவ வேண்டும். my flag, it makes me proud. I'm an Indian, it says out loud. I salute my flag, it makes me proud. I'm an Indian, it says out loud. Three bright colors adorn my flag. Saffron, white and green make me glad. Three bright colors adorn my flag. Saffron, white and green make me glad. I salute my flag, it makes me proud. I am an Indian, it says out loud. The Ashoka Chakra, blue on white, spins for progress, flying high. The Ashoka Chakra, blue on white, spins for progress, flying high. I salute my flag, it makes me proud. I am an Indian, it says out loud. I salute my flag, it makes me proud. I am an Indian, it says out loud. Vande Mataram, Vande Mataram, Sujalam Sufalam, Malayaj Sheetalam, Sasya Shamalam Mataram, Vande Mataram, Shubhrajyotsna Pulakitayamini, Pullakusumita Drumadala Shobhini, Subhashini Sumadura Bhashini, Sukhadam Varadam Mataram, Vande Mataram, Vande Mataram, Vande Mataram. Janagana Mana Adhinayaka Jaya He, Bharat Bhagya Vidhata. Punjab, Sindh, Gujarat, Maratha, Dravida, Utkala, Banga, Vindhya, Himachala, Yamuna, Ganga, Uchchala, Jaladhi, Taranga. Tava Shubha Name Jage, Tava Shubha Ashisha Mage, Gaye Tav Jaya Gata, Janagana Mangaladayaka Jaya He, Bharat Bhagya Vidhata. Jaya He, Jaya He, Jaya He, Jaya 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 He.
Thank you so much. It was enlightening, interesting, melodious, all of that. And I hope to do this again with all of you, the family of the CP family, maybe 3 brothers and a violin. All of you can come together one more time, hopefully. But as of today, it was very significant that you are presenting for us in Republic Day Tarang, and gave a lot of insights about your journey, about music and all of that. And we hope to hear you sing more and more and more. Thank you for your time, CP. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Vasudha, and thank you to VXL for the giving me this privilege of being among all of you and singing for you. I'm deeply grateful to VXL for whatever work that's being done, and providing the kind of services that are not easily available, the support. And so it's been a privilege for me to be with all of you. Thank you all.
Thank you. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you. So Vande Mataram. Thank you very much for watching this special program for Republic Day, and thank you to Vishnath sir, and thank you Vasudha for making this program wonderful, and thank you Vishnath sir for all the songs, patriotic songs, but குழந்தைகளுக்கு பிடிச்ச சாங்ஸ் நம்ம இதுல கொஞ்சம் கலந்து கொடுத்திருக்கோம். பட் அவரோட அந்த கரடி ரைம்ஸ் அதெல்லாம் கூட ரொம்ப நல்லா இருந்தது. Hope you all enjoyed. Of course, February Tarang, we will all meet very soon. Thank you very much.